All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from the Combat Show. Joining me as always, first and foremost, are my two co-hosts. First of all, Ola, say hello to the people, Ola.
Yeah, another evening of combat show. Um, we're back again. We're bringing it live. How's everybody in the chat room? Hope you're well. And thanks for bringing me back, Chig.
No problem, of course, as always. And the person who I want to refer to as almost the equalizer of us two, Will. Say hello to the people, Will.
Hello, people. How you doing? Ready for another combat show live weekend as well?
All
Let's
right,
go.
big up to everyone that's still stuck around. We've had so many technical difficulties, not to mention I was running late anyway. So we just kept echoing. I was like, what is this echoing sound? That's going to get annoying. So apologies for being such a shame. I hyped it on Laguna Eagle Eye. A couple of people were asking, oh, when does the show start? All right, cool, yeah. And I had to include a couple of new listeners. And then we were running late. So apologies for that. But big up to you guys that are stuck around. Please do smack a like on this video. And if you're new, do hit that subscribe button. We come to you each and every single Friday and twice a week when there's a main card on. So make sure you do stick around. Last week matches. Ola, I'm gonna talk to the people.
All right.
I know
Chig's
I
all
did not
smug
do
in that.
well. I did not do well.
Yeah, you did.
No, actually, you did.
You did the best. You did the
You
best.
did.
I did the best
You
out
did.
of us,
You
bro.
did the best. You did the best out
I remember a
of all.
couple of matches that I thought I definitely didn't do well in. So I was like,
I came in second. So
okay.
I'm gonna read out what I got here. I did post in the WhatsApp group as well. Clay Gaidia versus Bobby Green. Will Chig, you
Yeah,
both went Bobby Green. I went Clay. So you got that one correct.
sleeping on my guy, Bobby.
Roxanne, and Lauren.
We
We
all
all
went
went
Roxanne.
We all
we
went
all went
wrong.
Roxanne. So we got that
I
one
must
wrong.
admit, I was very surprised. Very surprised.
Um, Van Buren, Tisha Torres. You both went Van Buren. I went
You went
Tisha
Tisha.
Torres.
Yeah,
Tisha got the
she
job
got it
done.
done.
Roosevelt Roberts versus Jim Miller. Chig went Jim Miller. Me and Will, we went Roosevelt. I didn't see that armbar coming. That was a mad armbar, man.
Wasn't mad. Yeah.
That was a crazy
Yeah.
armbar.
I didn't see him winning like that. Let's put it that way.
Lyman Goods, Belal Muhammad.
Oh, that was
I
fun.
went Belal Muhammad. That was a bloody slug. Will Chig, you went Lyman Goods. Dominance MMA. We got it done again.
Oh,
Okay.
here we
You
go.
get- we got it done. We got it done.
Dominance.
Raquel Pennington and Marion Renault.
Rocky.
Crazy one there. Crazy one. Me and
See, I
Will.
thought we would lose
Me
this.
and me and Will we went with Raquel.
Yeah.
Chig, you went with Marion. So you got that one wrong. We got that right. Emmett and Shane Burgos. Chig,
Easily fight the line.
Chig and myself went with Shane Burgos. Will went with Josh Emmett. Emmett
I'm
won
in
the
the lead
fight.
now. It sounds like
That's
I'm
what
in
I'm
the lead.
saying. I didn't get that many right.
Yeah, I'm in the lead now.
No, hold on. Because you called the last one wrong. Calm down. You went with
But I'm
Volkov
saying I'm
blood.
in the lead now.
Me and Chig went with Blades.
I know.
Me and
I only
Chig
went
went
with
with
Volkov
Blades.
just because you two
Yeah,
went with
yeah.
Blades.
Will knew Blaze win. He just went with
So-
Volkov to be different.
I just said. I'm
So
going with
both of you got 3 rights. I got 2 rights. And for fight of the night, I went with Lauren Roxanne. I got that wrong. Performance of the night, Blades got that wrong. Chig went fight of the night. Emmett Shane Burgos got that right. Performance of the night, got that wrong. Will, you also went fight of the night. Josh Emmett and Shane Burgos. 3 points for both of you. You didn't get performance of the night, but both of you 3 points on the fight of the night call. So we all equalized it. We're all 3 points. going into this week.
On a
So-
bad
At some
night
point,
for
we
me
need
as
to
well.
actually build a league so we can show people
On
who's
a
in
bad
this
night
league.
for me as well. On a bad
So,
night
yeah.
for me, because that's a bad night for me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
But,
I got
Imagine
robbed.
if I went with Blades, just out of real, like using my head rather than my heart.
Should have gone with Blades, man.
I
So,
know. Well,
Speaking of which,
But-
was Dana harsh with Blades?
I'll let you go first, Will. You jump right into this one.
more than harsh, because let me just put it this way, right? One of Dana's best fighters and probably my favorite UFC fighter of all time, Daniel Cormier. What's he saying he's gonna do to Stipe? He says, "I don't care. I'm gonna use the Blades thing."
He even said it on his show with
Yep.
Ariel this week.
Yep, I'm
that,
doing
listen,
it like Blades.
I'm doing the
Yep.
same thing. I'm wrestling it.
So if Dana's shitting on something like that, right, and one guy he respects is saying, "Look, I'm gonna do the same thing Blade does," and technically he's been doing that anyway from a long time. What's your Derek Lewis fight?
Yeah.
What's your Derek Lewis fight? He just put him down there and just kept him down. Didn't really do any damage. Just kept him
He
down.
did
there.
the exact same. Ola brought that up in our discussion this week. He did the exact same thing. It was the same fight. He didn't do anything
Exactly.
when he took Lewis down. He just held him down there. Won the fight
Exactly.
easily. But what was the difference?
The difference
My girl Amanda Nunes done the same thing. I can't
with,
lie. She done it with
what's her name?
Shevchenko too. Shevchenko too. It was the same fight.
Not two.
One.
Not two.
Was it the first one?
Not two. Yeah.
Yeah,
not
she's
two.
done it with Shevchenko. Demetrius
Yeah, she did it
Johnson.
with a kickboxer. Was who I thought you were going to talk about.
GDR.
Yeah.
Amanda done it with GDR. Exactly the same fight. Cejudo did it with Demetrius Johnson. The same way. Just kept him down there. Demetrius Johnson could have won another 5 rounds. He took no damage. He just it was just on the bottom for a lot of the time while Cejudo controlled at the top. That was all that happened. And I didn't see Dana go mad at those guys, you know what I mean, for those performances. And we criticized, Blades, myself and you, Chig, for putting his game plan out there. That look, if he did anything wrong, because I didn't see nothing wrong with that performance, but if he did anything wrong, was actually putting his game plan out there to say this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, even then, you still got to sell the fight, ain't you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Main event, and I don't know if that's his first. I don't think it. So, no, that's a lie. He's had main events before against Ngannou and that. He's the main event. Of course, he's going to try and drum some interest and talk a little shit and just say, "Listen, I'm just going to ragdoll my opponent." That's what he does. He's a wrestler. Like,
but you know what?
When Dana decides he don't like someone.
I know. I was just about to say, like, but before you guys sort of gave your parts, I was just about to say, when Cormier, my guy, I'm putting my guy out there so you guys know how hard this feels for me, right? When Cormier won against Derek Lewis, they were talking about what's his face? What's the guy's name? The wrestler.
What, Francis?
No, the wrestler, the big wrestler. Big hench wrestler.
Oh,
Brock.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
My name.
They were still talking about Brock John Jones. Stipe came out of the blue. Stipe hit us because he kept saying Stipe needs to fight. Right? So for me, when a guy does that and they try and potentially give him the biggest payday in the heavyweight division, which is Brock, they try to give him that. Then that just tells you where Blade lies. Blades ain't going nowhere. He's sticking where he's at because he can't. Let's get this right. What's Blade gonna do to Stipe? What's Blade gonna do to Ngannou? Cormier is out the door, so we are not even putting him in there. But what's Blade's gonna do to Stipe or Ngannou? What is it?
I'm intrigued by the Stipe fight. I think Stipe beats him.
Come on, Stipe will
I think Stipe beats him. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'd be an interesting stylistic matchup.
It won't be interesting. It will be nasty. Stipe will dominate him, knock him out. Come on,
he's always
Stipe's
kind of
Ngannou,
fancied the Stipe fight. So it does make me think to myself, maybe you know something that we don't. And notice Olo staying quiet like he fancies Blades in that fight as well.
Stipe can wrestle. Stipe can wrestle.
Listen, I know you say Stipe can wrestle, yeah? But Stipe's wrestling ain't anywhere near Blades wrestling. Let's get all the way. Let's keep it all the way 100. Let's keep it all the way 100 blood. His wrestling ain't nowhere near Blades wrestling, man. Come on, man. Like, we're talking NCAAP. Yo, his wrestling ain't nowhere near it.
There's a reason why your boy says he wants to wrestle him. There's a reason.
Listen, he's broke the record. Did you hear? Hold on. You see, this is where we're gonna go now. Yeah, this is where you're gonna go. So this is where you're gonna tell me that Cormier is a much better wrestler than Blades.
Yeah.
Right, but not Stipe.
He is better than Stipe.
So Blades is not better than Stipe then. Is this the conversation we're having?
Listen.
You're looking at.
Listen. No, I'm not looking at it. I'm trying to take what you told me about Stipe very seriously. Remember when Stipe fought Ngannou? Yeah.
Yes.
And you
but Ngannou, but hold on. Let me just caveat that Ngannou got zero wrestling. We're talking about a man that's a certified wrestler, brethren.
Today, you're actually not you of all people to not let.
No, I'm just caveating it with you, because we're talking about two different fighters, isn't it? You're talking Ngannou got no wrestling. You could take Ngannou down if you don't catch an uppercut on the way in. I'm just saying.
Let me land. Yeah, let me land. Basically, what I'm trying to say was, when I said Ngannou's gonna knock him out, Ngannou's gonna do this, Ngannou's gonna do this, you said, you kept telling me you gotta respect Stipe. You don't understand Stipe. You gotta respect him. You don't understand Stipe. Yeah, you gotta respect him. You were the one who kept telling me that. Yeah, and now you, the same person, is throwing Stipe out like he don't know nothing. That's why I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of giving the champion his respect, like you told me when I fought.
I'm not disrespecting Stipe. I'm just saying respect Blades wrestling. That's all I'm saying.
Is Ngannou the best striker in the heavyweight division? Best heavy hitter?
He's the heaviest hitter. It's not the best striker, but he's the heaviest hitter.
All right, sorry, I'll rephrase that. The heaviest hitter in the heavyweight. Yeah. So if he touches you, you're gone, right? And Stipe took him to the other field. Yeah. Stipe took him to the other field. What makes you think Stipe can't keep Curtis standing up?
I'm saying to you that Stipe, for me, my opinion, Blades is a much better wrestler.
Blades would take Stipe down?
I think he takes him down and keeps him there. Listen, I saw the way Cormier ragdoll. Chig, you just put something up just now.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't.
Chig just put something up just now, yeah? You just put something up just now but Stipe dealt with Cormier. That's because Cormier deviated from the game plan. Did anybody see Cormier lift up Stipe and dashed him on the upside of his head in the first round? It was Cormier that left the game plan and went to strike with him. You know what I mean?
My only concern, and this is perhaps where I'm almost riding the fence and do lean back towards Will, is that all these fights start standing up. And I do feel like, for me, it would be difficult to get Stipe, at least initially, to the ground because he's because he can wrestle. Now, once he overcomes that...
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question to Ola. With Ola's same judgment, considering both of them are for Ngannou, and Ngannou ain't a great wrestler, who had a better job wrestling Ngannou?
Yeah, but Stipe didn't catch that uppercut on the way in. He didn't catch that uppercut on the way in. Bro, he didn't catch...
Listen, who had
You,
the
you,
better job?
you see, this is where you're trying to mislead.
No,
Your question is
I ain't
misleading
trying to
and
mislead
skewed.
anything. I ain't trying to mislead anything. You said you
You,
were telling me who's the better wrestler, right?
no, if
They
you
fought
ask me
the
who got
same
the
guy.
better job between Blades and
Your guy had
Stipe, if you,
Your
bro,
guy had
if you ask me who's got the better job, then I will tell you Stipe does, because Stipe ate Ngannou's chance shot and kept coming forward. That was the difference, and that's why Stipe was able to take Ngannou down at will, because Ngannou knew it didn't matter what he was throwing, Stipe was eating it. You see, when a man does that to you, it scrambles up your whole game plan, because Ngannou came in there think, look, if I touch somebody, if I touch this guy, he's going to sleep. So he touched him a few times, and Stipe was still
so
right there in
surprised.
front of him, and that threw Ngannou's plans. Now Ngannou can't wrestle. Ngannou can't wrestle, and that's where Stipe for. You know what? This is why I'm going to have joy with this guy now. I've had enough shots. I'm going to take him down, put my whole weight on him, and keep him down there. He didn't damage Francis. That's another guy that wrestled the man. He didn't damage Francis over there. He just dominated him. He just dominated him. He didn't damage him. He didn't ground and pound him. He didn't do none of that shit. He couldn't do none of that shit. He just dominated him and kept him there. Another man that, you know what I mean? Another wrestling win that I didn't hear Dana moaning about. Neither. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 100, man. You know what I mean?
You realize, yeah? You realize ever since we mentioned Blaze, that you ain't really let anybody have it. Like, you're trying
you asked me a question, bro. You asked me a question.
I didn't even finish landing. You just
you asked me a question, bro. There's your answer.
No,
Live with it.
No. Yeah, listen. Yeah. So basically, you've gone round all the way round to tell me that Stipe has got a better jaw than what's his face, Curtis
Blades,
and the fight stands. The fight starts standing up. Come, Ola, listen to yourself. You're actually talking. You're actually calling the fight out without even knowing you're calling the fight out. You just said.
Bro, I'm just saying
Stipe
to you.
Hits too, you know. Stipe hits too, you know.
I know Stipe's gone. No, look, I didn't look. I'm just saying to you that I don't even see that fight happening.
Stipe's beat everybody,
bro. I don't see that fight happening just yet. Nah. I don't see that fight happening just yet.
Even if it happened, even if it happened,
I think Stipe. So how do you think Stipe Francis 2 will go if both of them?
I don't know how it will go.
Don't lie to yourself.
By Will's opinion.
Don't lie to yourself.
I don't lie to myself. I don't know.
All right, predict. Just humor me. Give me a prediction.
How do you think a Stipe Francis fight?
It'll be a draw. Humor you, it'll be a draw.
You're a dickhead, look. You guys are a real dickhead. This is what I'm trying to say, yeah.
Can I just say that this whole thing started by me saying that I think that fight will be a lot closer than people think.
I think it will as well, Chig.
Whole episode ends of that argument, proving my point. I do think that would be a close fight. And I think
agree with you.
It depends on who starts the fight best.
It's closer than what you're giving it. It's closer than what you're giving it credit for, man. To say that,
however it ends, Stipe beats him.
I think Stipe could potentially knock him out. Yeah, that's right. But I personally do not believe that Stipe can out wrestle Blades. I just don't see it. I don't believe it.
It doesn't matter. It's a fight. It doesn't matter.
But that was the argument. That was the argument was having. Was that not the argument was having, Chig? But that was the argument. You were saying Stipe will out wrestle Blades. And I said, no, there's no way that's happening. This guy's got the most takedowns and the most takedown attempts in the heavyweight division. 45 altogether, 25 in one fight. Yeah, I'm coming to you with stats. Yes, 25 in one fight. That's why he was knackered the other night, man. He was absolutely shattered because he's trying to break the record that he put down. This man is doing Usain Bolt in one fight. He laid the record that was 23 and he broke it to 25 the other night.
Could I also defend Blades?
Dana did that.
So what? It's mixed martial art. If you don't like it, like Dana said, don't watch it. Watch the next one. If you don't like that one, don't watch it. Watch the next one. That's what Dana said.
Let me defend Blades here as well to Archie, because I feel like Archie's like, oh, he's not on Khabib's level. Why? Because one is 29 or 28 and whatever he is, and the other. Remember, the only
Blades only
person
got 2
Blades has lost
losses.
to
He's only lost to one man.
for one man.
He's only
And
lost to
that
one guy.
man is a pretty awesome fighter.
He
He
turns
beats
people
most
lights
people.
off.
So I feel like
apart from the guy we're talking about, he's beat most people apart from the guy we're talking about, which is the champion. And Ola, you were the same person telling me to put respect on Stipe's name.
I'm not disrespecting Stipe. Why is what I'm saying disrespecting Stipe? Didn't DC knock Stipe out? Oh, cut your tongue.
Didn't Stipe knock DC out? Didn't Stipe knock DC out?
Oh my god.
That's why we got this rematch. Anyways, moving along.
One.
Yeah,
One.
you know what I mean? We got a rematch, man.
By the way, I think DC gets it done. I'll just put that out there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think
he ends his career on a loss. I think
John
Jones losses.
I think DC.
You never know, Chig. You never know, Chig.
I think DC puts his game plan out there, man. He puts that game plan out there.
He did.
He put it out there, man.
Listen, my man was winning the last fight. It was only because Stipe thought, let me try something different, and thought, oh, that's working. Let me keep going then. And I think DC would be prepared for that this time. It'd be much more prepared.
So you think DC is going strictly wrestling? Bang, just sticking with it, wrestling. Just
why not?
Single leg.
Why not? I don't. My only worry about
but this guy down here,
I think he might
down
go
the
in
screen
heavy.
here, he was just doing the yawning thing.
I don't want him to go in heavy.
Yeah?
I'd like him to be a little bit explosive.
Do you know DC is set? Hold on, let me say something real quick.
You're talking a lot today. You know.
Hold on.
Right
up. We spoke too much.
You think Blades is MMA dominance MMA?
No, man. I wasn't even going to talk about Blades. I was just going to say something nice about DC. But I'll let you go ahead.
When I threw someone under the bus, I said someone Dana likes but never criticized their style of fighting. Who did I throw under? I threw DC, right?
Sure, you did.
Yeah, exactly. So when you say like DC's gonna do to Stipe, like DC's like I haven't said already that DC has been doing that.
To be fair, we did all open this subject by saying Dana was harsh. All of us said that.
Yeah.
All of us said that.
Right.
It's not the fighting style. It's not the fighting style. I'm just saying, I don't think Curtis Blades can do anything to them two up there anyway. Let's take Cormier out because Cormier is retiring.
So you just think he's the best of the rest?
I think he gives Stipe. I think he gives Stipe better. All right, hold on. Check this out then. I think he gives Stipe a better fight than Francis did.
Me too, actually. Me too. I think it gives him a much better fight.
Say something, blood.
I just don't think he has the power to necessarily knock him out, but
we'll just wait and see. If Stipe still got the belt,
I think Blades gives Stipe a better fight than Francis gave Stipe.
If Stipe still got a belt, we'll wait and see.
The problem is, I think he loses the fight.
Blades wants to fight Lewis anyway.
So what do you guys think? Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Does Stipe
just and he's just going to get bitched.
If Stipe loses this fight to DC, does he jump right back in for the vacant belt?
I think
once DC vacates it,
he retires. Yeah. Particularly if he loses the belt.
But
if
what
he wins
if he
the belt, there may be a chance that he might say to himself, "All right, I'll wait until I lose again." Like, because I think he always felt a little bit salty about the first DC loss. Like, I think he kind of felt like the company weren't behind him.
I think he was saltier when he fought Ngannou and they promoted Ngannou. Then he even snatched the better right out of Dana's hands, man, and gave it to his coach to wrap around him.
In that fight, I'll be honest, they didn't. They kind of overshadowed him. I think Dana just assumed that Francis will roll him over.
I like Stipe, man. I just can't understand half the thing he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interviews are tough with Stipe. I ain't gonna lie.
That boy that be needing subtitles, man. You get me?
Interviews are tough. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Boxing wise, So apparently, Dillian White and Povetkin has now been scheduled for the 22nd of August. They're going to be fighting in Eddie's backyard, so not quite Fight Island, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Somebody gave him that blueprint. Somebody got that blueprint from somewhere.
Reacting badly.
I'm trying to keep a straight face.
So that's all right. Forget Eddie Hearn. The fight, though. You looking forward to the fight?
Yeah.
Should be a nice little tear up.
I know.
Good little tester for Dillian. I think people sleep on Povetkin like he's nobody.
Yeah, but still got to ride the body snatcher, man. And congratulations to Body Snatcher on winning that little case there. You know what I mean, with the WBC. We was talking about that the other day, innit? When you said that they made Fury the franchise sort of champion.
Yeah. So fuck's sake, I hate WBC. So I hate WBC more than Will hates Eddie Hearn. Let me tell you. So basically, essentially, what it is WBC. Instead of just making the right decision, have this habit of taking their champions and saying, all right, well, you don't have to face your mandatory challenger. We'll make a brand new belt or title and call you the franchise champion. By the way, it doesn't mean a damn thing because you can lose a fight and still be the franchise champion. It makes zero sense. It just devalues not only the belt, but the whole sport when you do some stupid shit like that. That's why I hate it. I hate the politics of boxing so badly. It's just like, why? What's the point?
But see, not a lot of people know this yet, but when Mayweather was winning all his championships, he was giving them back to the fighters. Mayweather devalued all these championships, to be honest with you, because he beat Shane Mosley and gave him his belt back.
Yeah.
You beat this person, give you your belt back. You beat you, then give you your belt back.
Yeah.
It was just a money fight, and they're trying to create WBC is trying to create another Mayweather. That's why Canelo was the first franchise champion.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to create another Mayweather, someone who can jump anywhere, make any super fight he wants. Yeah, and keep going. And
so how come boxing don't remake belts like all the other? Like Kombat.
Don't remake belts.
Like when you win a belt, you win that belt. That belt belongs to you.
Yeah, they do that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as UFC.
Right. Yeah. So they do keep the old belt and the new one comes out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because with the boxers, sometimes they walk out with their old belts, innit?
No. It's new belts.
Right. Okay.
If you watch Mayweather when he shows the pictures of the belts he's won in championship fights, even though he relinquished the title to them, he's got all the belts to show the fights he's been in.
So he's got new ones.
Yeah, to show the fights he's been in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Does he get a new belt every time he has a world title fight?
Yeah. They give you every fight. It's like a cap. Like when you win a cap for your.
Hey, those belts were worth a lot of money now, especially the UFC ones. I can understand. I think that's interesting. There's talk of Parker Hrgović, which
Hrgović is gonna fuck everybody up. I'm telling you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys.
That's the heavyweight I'm worried about.
Ola, I'm letting you know now. He's going to fuck everybody up. You see what he did to Deontay Wilder?
Yeah,
Did you watch that? Did you watch that?
I did. That sparring at Davey Hayes gym. Yeah,
bro. Yeah, man. But
he's good, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He's heavy-handed. He's heavy.
He's good.
He was taking Deontay Wilder's shots as well, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Is he? Yeah. Is he like Dubois though? Is he good at Dubois? Is he good at Dubois?
Klitschko 2.0. Klitschko 2.0.
This guy is much more technical than Dubois.
Klitschko 2.0.
I like. He's going to be a problem. Bro, trust me.
He's young as well. He's
like I think he's like 26, 27.
Oh, so he's going to be around for a minute then. He's going to be around for a minute.
He's going to be a problem.
He's going to be a problem. He's going.
Who can I compare him to in UFC? Is any good up and coming? Well, he's probably Sugar Shane, just in a heavyweight sense.
I'd say Ngannou. I say he's
Yeah,
scary
he
as
probably
Ngannou.
is in Ghana,
Yeah.
to be fair.
He's scary as Ngannou. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Okay. You know, if you feel whacking him up there like that, then boy,
No,
I got
he's good.
I got to follow your
Very,
journey
very
then.
good.
Fam.
I don't know this
How
shit
many
like that.
people how many people do you think enjoy stepping in the ring with Deontay Wilder and taking his biggest shots, actually antagonizing Deontay Wilder and taking his biggest shots and smiling?
By the way,
jokingly
this
when
was when Wilder as a full-fledged pro.
French.
You know, he's had fights. I mean, Hrgovic.
Yep.
I think he just about made his debut at the time.
He just about. Yeah.
And I'm like, what's
beats
going on here?
across the
Wilder
like,
started it better, and then after a while, you're thinking to yourself, hold on, Hrgovic is just riding these shots like it's nothing, and actually throwing some of his own.
Fam, I don't care about what what the guy did. What made me notice was him taking Deontay Wilder's shots and smiling like it was nothing.
Yeah,
that's when I was like, okay,
yeah,
okay.
he's good.
This guy,
he's gonna be about something. Definitely one to watch.
Yeah.
Speaking of one to watch, obviously there was a little artwork that came out over the weekend, last weekend. Showing Frank Warren's stable and Eddie Hearn's stable.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that one very much.
Fury, with love from Fury.
Obviously, on Frank Warren's side, it was Fury and Dubois, and then on the other side, it was Dillian White and AJ. And Will, you know who Will picked. Ain't gonna be Eddie Hearn's team. No matter who's on there, right? But he genuinely thinks that. Warren's team would win. I think Dubois would beat White in a couple of years' time. I still think he's still a little bit raw, but I do like a lot of. He's still a little slow for my liking, but it's raw power. I think.
We're talking about Triple D. We're talking about Triple D here, yeah. Same
is that what you're calling him? Yeah,
that's his name. That's his name.
I ain't doing it. I refuse.
No, that's his name. I'm just saying.
I refuse.
Bro, I'm just telling you what his name is, isn't it? Pause. Bro, pause. I'm just saying.
Straight up. I refuse.
That's his name.
I don't care.
Hey, William, I like. I saw him on TV the other day. They were showing some boxing fight from way back when. And they were showing these brothers he was smacking the hell out of people. He was putting people away. And I'm like, God damn. Now who's this guy?
People are.
But they're calling him Triple D. I'm like, okay, God damn. Yeah, I know him. So you know what I mean? Yeah, but
apparently he's dropped Joshua before in sparring.
Yeah.
Why you always gotta bring that up?
Him,
no. Ask Chig.
That's sparring. Like, why you always?
Chig tell him.
Yeah, but that's sparring.
That have dropped him.
You know what I mean? Why you always gotta bring up shit?
He don't say it. People say it for him, but he doesn't.
Yeah, people like you, blood. Nobody wants to fucking hear that shit.
Did you hear what I said? I said apparently he dropped.
Yeah, you said it about 20 times on the show.
Chig,
know.
Chig, just tell him.
we know.
It has happened.
I know it's happened. You know what? All right, we'll get to DC and Jones and DC crying in a minute. I'll bring up that old shit. Let's go. I got some old shit for you to bring up.
Got some old shit.
I'm kind of flabbergasted because I'm not even attacking all of today, and I feel really
man. I know that, bro.
I feel really attacked.
Don't feel attacked, man. You know what I mean? It's all.
Are you proper 12 fueled? Is that what's happening?
No. I'm just on the Red Bull, man.
No one.
I'm charged.
Your mouth's be fucking.
No one. You're not Red Bull.
Jesus Christ.
I want a Red Bull, man. You get me?
Jesus Christ, man.
Proper 12 later on, maybe for tomorrow night. When the main event kicks in, I might drop a couple drops of proper 12 in the glass. You get me? Not that I fuck with Connor like that, but you know what? The drink's nice. The drink.
Tell him about the merch you got from Connor. Tell him the merch you got from Connor.
What happened?
Tell him the merch you got from Connor. Tell him the merch you got from Connor.
What Connor merch
the
you
ones you've
talking
been
about?
hiding. I know you've been hiding them. I know you've been
You
hyped.
got more merch.
This is
He
this
gets
guy.
merch every flipping day.
Brother,
This
you
is
get
this
merch
guy.
like no one else. I tell you.
Listen,
You get merch
This
like
is this
no one
guy
else.
trying to attack my character right there, but you know what I mean? I ain't got no Connor match, man.
but you got his drink though.
Yeah,
got his-
that's a beverage, not a merch.
How much is that? How much is it? How much is it?
Boy, £45.
Oh, never. Can't be that good.
For a liter though, for a liter.
Brother,
I'll be getting the liter, man. I'll be getting
if
the
it
liter
ain't
thing.
some special type of Hennessy, I ain't paying no £45 for a drink.
Yeah, £45, man, the liter, man. That's
Oh.
why look, that's why Dana says he sold gazillions of it. He could walk away from the spot tomorrow, man. I don't have to look back.
Look,
That guy is selling that thing, and that thing is fucking selling like hotcakes, blood.
It's
You know what I mean?
It's worth it.
It's nice,
Is
blood.
it?
It's
Okay.
not no joke thing, man. It
Okay.
is nice.
worth it.
If you ain't drunk proper 12, yeah, go and try it, man.
£45.
If you don't know,
Flipping it, bro.
now you know.
I don't
Alright.
like it too much because it gets me too brave. So I don't like.
Is it
I don't,
sweet?
no, not too. Nah, it's just right.
It's
very
single single malt as
Single
well.
malt. Okay.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
single
quite
malt.
strong. It hits your chest hard, but it gets you wave real quickly. That's why I don't like it too much. 'Cause I don't.
Irish whiskey, man. What you think, blood? You know what I mean?
It gets you slapping. It gets you slapping up old men and everything.
Yeah, man, that shit. Yeah, all of that, man. You get too brave, man. Want to beat up old people and shit, man. So, but no,
Come on.
to be fair, the drink's nice. The drink's nice. Nice little something, man. If you ain't tried it, at least you gotta try it. You gotta try it.
All right,
You know
I'll
what I mean?
definitely look to try it for sure. £45 though. Ooh.
Yeah. All that YouTube money you're making, man. You be all right.
All
Man.
that
Don't worry.
YouTube money, please. Like my name's KSI or something. Like my name's KSI or something.
Oh boy, yeah, man. You put enough grind, man. You know what I mean?
then.
Don't worry, man. Yeah, man. Look,
Okay, well, let me ask you guys something. Obviously, we didn't really touch on this in our review, but it's been a massive talking point in the MMA world, and that was the fight with that new kid. I've forgotten his name. Then the one that quit.
Rob Crashkoff, something like that. If I killed his name, I beg you, I apologize. But yeah, I'd like to hear.
Jingling
No, yeah. You never let me forget that, would you?
I love that one.
Thank you, DC. DC saved my ass, man. Like DC, I love DC. You know? I ain't gonna lie. DC came out and saved my class. You know what I mean? 'Cause I thought I was the only one fucking it up. This guy fucked it up live on telly, man. So big up DC on that one there. But yeah, Will, what are you saying about this whole quitting thing? Should the
Let me just paint a picture for the people watching. So basically, I don't know if you guys watched this. This was pretty early on in the card. There's been a guy that's been apparently his manager's been hounding Sean Shelby, like for weeks on end, saying that there's this guy. He's 5-0. He's fantastic, amazing. You should just see him work. Please just give him a chance. Just give him one chance, right? So they've been like, all right. And there was a late pullout against the other guy, his name I've also forgotten, right? So they brought this Max in, and they said, all right, cool, here's your opportunity. By the way, your fight is in 4 days' time, right? Obviously, he's now working hard to try and prepare for this fight. He gets in this fight, and there's another way of saying it, he's getting his ass whooped. I think it's the end of the second round. He basically just tells his coach, call it, which is fighter code for ask the referee or doctor or whoever to stop the fight. Like, call it, I got no more, I can't do this, call it. The corner spending time trying to convince him that no, you could do this, you could get through this. Almost shades of the Pennington Nunes fight from a couple of years ago. No, you could do this, you've got this. No, call it. I've got no more. And it's getting to the point where it's really uncomfortable to watch. They're just going back and forth. In the end, the doctor comes over, says, do you want to continue this fight? The fighter just responds straight. No, I don't. I'm done. Call it. So eventually the fight's waved off. What do you guys think about that? Because look, this is an attitude, right? I'm going to put what Archie's put up. This is an attitude that a lot of people have. That you begged and begged to go in the UFC, and then when you show up at the UFC, you're not ready.
Can Canelo go first?
So for me, look, as somebody that's not a professional fighter, you can attest to what it takes and what that guy is really feeling. So I'm of the mindset that if he says he doesn't want to go back out there, that should be it. Especially how many times he reiterated it. But I've also heard the other side of people that's been in there. And not just DC. There's another guy called Josh Harnett.
Yeah,
Josh Barnett fights in Bellator, right?
Yeah.
And he said the same thing, that he's cornered so many people where they've came back to the corner and said, I don't want to be in there no more. I've had enough of it. In the Bellator fight, and he's told them, boy, you better get your ass back out there. And they go back out there and smash the first round and win by knockouts and all sorts. He said, so what?
And just to pause you very quickly, conversely, Anthony Smith has a deal with his coaches that if anybody even asks him the question, like, do you want me to pull you out? They're fired on the spot.
They're getting fired on the spot.
Like,
we saw what happened
with the trainers.
And what they've been trying to dress it up with is, but in boxing, coaches are allowed to just throw the towel in willy-nilly if they see the fighters in trouble. The same thing we saw with Deontay Wilder. But to go over that point, we saw what happened with Deontay and how unhappy he was with that action, especially it being a world title fight. It was a title fight. You know what I mean? It was a big fight for him. So, but like I said, if you haven't been in the octagon, you've never took fighting as a sport, the only way I can see it is if the man's asking to get the hell out of there, you get him the hell out of there. But the mentality of these coaches, how much work they've done with their fighters, they know their fighters as well as the fighters know them. So sometimes even better than the fighters themselves. They know the fighters. And if they think the fighter could go back out there and do a job, that would speak to the cornerman's state of mind into why, he didn't really want to send him out there. So that's my point of view. I think if the man says call it, the cornerman should call it. But at the same time, I'm not in a position or qualified enough or qualified at all. Not even qualified enough. Qualified enough is the wrong word. Qualified at all to even say what Rob Dysdale should be saying, should be telling the fighter, whether I should be calling it or not. He knows him better than anyone. He prepared him for the fight. So why he didn't call it to start with, in the end he did call it, because it was the one that told the commission he don't want to fight no more. But it was always going to make sure that call was on the fighter's head, not him. You know what I mean? So I don't know what that does for their relationship. Now, I don't know if he's going to coach him anymore. I don't know if this guy's going to be in the UFC. Only God knows. I think Dana's kind of skirted around it that maybe they might cut him. This spot's not for him. So, but it was 5-0 coming in. It was 5-0.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think it was Dan in the chat room that said it. To be fair, the first round, he didn't look too bad. I don't think he necessarily ended the round well, but he didn't. To be fair to him, he took the fight on 5 days' notice. And he took it on 5 days' notice, yeah.
He took the fight on 5 days' notice. And I think that's what Dana's looking at. Like, you know what? Maybe if he had a full camp, we'd get a whole different fighter. You know what I mean? If you had a full camp.
And actually, more people are talking about him now than probably ever in his career. So I suppose.
Yeah. So he's out there. So I'll say give him another chance. Let him have a full camp. And let's see if he has the same attitude. Yeah, go on.
Okay. How I see it. For me, it's very simple. How does he feel? And apparently that they said he feels really, really like he feels like he shouldn't have done it at all. Yeah, which goes to testament and what his coach said. I know him, and I know he's gonna regret it afterwards. And apparently, he is really, really regretting it. So that just tells you Yep. Yeah. He's really, really regretting it. He wishes he never did that. And I think the blueprint was set for him to actually do something, create something, a magic or whatever it was. Because if we remember, the biggest superstar in the UFC started kind of like the same way. Almost kind of like the same way. Conor was hyped so much in Cage Warriors. They kept talking about him. Dana was like, who is this kid? You know what? Let's just give him a shot. And it was like, watch Conor's documentary about it. It was like a week or something. A short notice fight, something. 2 weeks, he signed a contract. He was in UFC. So it was real quickly. Next thing you knew, he was in the octagon. That was Conor McGregor's his first entrance into the UFC. Do you get what I'm saying? So this guy had a platform. Yeah, just finish the fight. Just even just finish the fight. Go out there, get finished, or just finish the fight. That's it. You've begged for this platform. You begged for this chance. You've got it. Yeah, it's like that rapper in your neighborhood. Yeah, who gets to meet Dr. Dre the first time and goes, no. Let me go home and go get my lyrics right. Let me go home and go get my lyrics. Yeah, then I'll come and see you. Do you get what I'm saying? No, spit right there. Do it right there for me. What are you going home to get your lip? Let me go prepare.
If you fuck up, you fuck up. Do it now. This is your only chance.
This is your chance. Exactly. And this is what the boy did. So that's if Dana cuts him, Dana's right. Because if your manager has said, yo, give this guy a chance. This guy's 5-0. This guy does this. This guy does that. This guy does this and that. Then come on.
But this is where I think they're having a little bit of sympathy with him. It was a standing replacement. It wasn't even scheduled to fight. It was on.
No. If you're telling, look, Ola.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, Coach. I'm ready to start this game. I'm ready to start. You're not ready. I'm ready to start this game, Coach. I'm ready to start this game. 5 minutes in, Aguero injured. Yo, you ready? Yo, I don't really know, I don't really know, You know what? Let me just get on the pitch. 5 minutes later, Coach, I'm so tired, I want to come off the pitch now, Coach. I'm so tired. But you what? You've been moaning about getting on. Now I've got you on and you... What the fuck?
Bro, so why is it good for boxers? Why is this rule good for boxers, but you're holding it against a UFC fighter? Like, how many times have we seen footballers begging to get subbed off like that?
Yeah.
How many times have we seen it? So they are allowed to do it, and this guy can do it. Especially in boxing. Hold on.
In boxing, there's been one man who's quit. Yeah, one man who's quit. There's a famous saying to his quitting: "No mas." Yeah, he was one of the greatest boxers ever. Do you know we don't talk about him anymore? We don't talk. We don't put him in that. Ever since he done that.
In boxing, it's highly frowned upon.
His respect went downhill. Yeah,
highly. In fact, people don't even like it when people quit on stools.
Yeah,
people don't like that.
Yeah, even on stool, they don't. Yeah, he quit the fight in the middle of the ring. No mask, no more.
This guy didn't do that, and that's number one. Number two, this guy that you're talking about, no mask, he had a full camp coming into this fight. He was scheduled for this fight, and this is where I think Dana is being fair to the lad. And say, listen, we didn't even have this guy in mind. It was shout out to Dante, because you put on the screen just now. Shout out to Dante. He made the point. Yeah,
Archie's it's a short notice. Archie's point's right.
Look,
Archie's point is right.
It was 5 days. Five days notice. The boy didn't even know he was having this fight. They just called him out of the blue. He said, listen, I'll get in there with him. I'll do the job for you. Obviously, he got in there, gassed out, emptied his gas tank so early, no cardio, no nothing. He was feeling like death in there, and there's no point in him taking no damage. I don't actually, because of it, you see, if this was
go tell this to Ortega. Go tell this to Ortega. Go tell this to what's his name as well, Bisping. Go tell this to them.
These are seasoned fighters. You're talking about a new guy.
Go tell this to Ortega. But short notice. You said short notice fight.
Yeah, but these are seasoned fighters as well. experience comes with this thing. And I agree with Daniel Cromie, what Daniel Cromie said. This stench is gonna live with him forever. It's gonna be
Forever.
part of his story.
Forever.
It's gonna be part of his
Forever.
story, and I'm not knocking that. Yeah, it's gonna be part of his story. But it doesn't mean he can't make it in the UFC. It doesn't mean he shouldn't have another shot. That's what I'm trying to make a case for him for. That I feel because of the circumstance that this fight was around, I feel he will get another shot in the UFC. If he was a seasoned guy or something like that, he might have got caught. And to be fair, I mean, people like CM Punk that ain't even had no MMA experience. He didn't quit. He saw the fight out. Yeah, he tapped out, but that was how the fight was supposed to end properly. And he didn't fight a dickhead, a Mickey Gall, which we'll talk about later on. But for me, I just think the guy came in, he came in short. He came in short. And I think if he has a proper camp, the only thing that DC said, and as a fighter, this is from a fighter's perspective, not like non-fighters and just normal fans like us, is quitting and looking for out like that should not even be a part of your mindset. It shouldn't even be in your thought process. If you go out there, you sign a death warrant for your opponent signs a death warrant for you. You should see it to the end. It shouldn't. And the more, if you're comfortable doing it now, you'll be comfortable doing it in 10, 20, 30 fights later. And but that's from a fighter's perspective. I'm just saying, as a fan, the way I see it is obviously a little bit different.
No, I'm with the fighter. I'm with the fighter on this one because at the end of the day, you train, and like Archie said, they are all well-trained athletes. Yeah, they should be training in season, off season, whenever season. They should not be unfit at all. And plus, if you're trying to get into the UFC, do you know how many people
but they
are trying
do
to
get
get into
unfit.
the UFC?
But they do. How many fighters have you heard?
Do you know how many
say they
fighters
get
would have
unfit?
killed for his position? Do you know how many fighters would kill to be in his position? Do you know how many fighters are in organizations that we never heard of who are killers, who would kill to have that little spot?
I agree.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you.
Forget being a fan or
said,
seeing it as the point is he got a chance, he messed it up, let him go.
I'm gonna just to give my kind of opinion on it very, very quickly. What I think I would say now, I don't think I would do in the ring. And that is, for me, I'd be like, I think you've always got to err towards fighter safety in the sport. Having said that, me personally, if there was one thing I could understand about the Deontay Wilder situation, was the fact that someone threw the towel in. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'd be fuming. If I made a decision to train and slog and put all that effort in, right? And I've decided that my career is boxing, you better kill me to take those titles. And it's not a healthy attitude. But I know that if I decided to do that sport, I know that's the way my attitude would be. You better kill me. Don't stop this fight. Don't take it out of my... If my chin is still holding up, do not throw that damn towel in. If I'm still holding up, don't throw that towel in. Kill me first. It's just... And I can't explain that. I know that's just I think sometimes it's just an
fighter's mentality.
Yeah, it is. Because I know that I would have that mentality going into that ring. Now, the sensible side of me says, err towards the side of caution. Fighter safety is the most important. But I know if I decided to do that career, because I'm stubborn and I'm hard-headed, so you better kill me first.
You got to think, Chig. You got to think, Chig. When you start a career, you don't start to be second. You start to be first. Anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so and then if you're at the top of that mountain, an external person shouldn't take that away. That's the one thing I completely understood about Deontay Wilder's situation, in the sense that I don't think I would have fired the coach, and I know he didn't, but I wouldn't have fired the coach, but I would have had what I call the Anthony Smith understanding of, you guys, always make sure I'm cool and I'm safe. I get that and I understand that, but please, under no circumstances, on a world title fight, especially, don't be throwing no towel in. don't be throwing a towel in. These motherfuckers better kill me first. Because if you're going to take me from the top of the mountain, knock me the fuck out. That's just the attitude I would have.
I do with throwing the towel in though, because you got to think, Chig. Back then, yeah, let's just take it to, no, let's not even go further back. Let's just go to like 50s, yeah. See the pummeling they used to get. Yeah, they still threw in towels in them days. They used to get pummelings. Yeah. Some hanging off the rope, and they're still punching them. He's gone. He's out. Still gone, and they're punching him and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, and they still threw what do you call them, towels back then. So for me, I don't know. I don't know. I like the towel thing. I don't mind it. Because it's your coach who can. Hang on, guys. 1 sec.
Someone please call 911. Yeah. So for me, that's why it's fighter safety.
It didn't take long.
Fighter safety is not left up to fighters. Otherwise.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know,
There'll be a lot of tragedies. Let's face it.
Exactly. Fighter safety is not left to fight. That's why we've got referees in there, and that's why we've got cornermen there, and that's why cornermen are licensed as well.
Yeah. And remember, like I said, what goes after all this is how he feels. Yeah, he regrets it, and his coach said, his coach went on Real or whatever show he went on and said, "Look, I know him, and I know he's gonna regret it. I know him, and I know he's gonna and the coach knows you better, right?" And true to the coach's word, he regretted it. He was like, he wishes he never ever did that. He wishes he went out there and even got finished or something. So for me, it just tells you right there, yeah, who is the winner in this situation. You should have stuck it out there and then finished it, because now you're feeling like shit. And that now his next fight, if he's getting beaten, how is he gonna react to that? Exactly. Do you get what I'm saying?
That'll be the big test.
Yeah. Because if they beat him up, they'll say, well, he quit, but the only difference is he went out there to get finished. You know what I mean? The only that if they beat him up in his next fight, they'll say, well, he quit anyway. He just stayed out in the cage to get finished. Like they you know these fans, they'll find a way of you become a meme for life. So that's it. Cormier was right. This sticks to you like a bad stench. So.
Oh, I agreed. I thought Daniel Cormier generally on the Aerial show was on form. I agree with most of the things he said this week. So yeah, I agree with him. Okay, let's go on to the fight card. I've actually got it prepped and ready for
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obviously, it is another fight night card. Next week, we actually have a gap in fight nights. There will be no fights at all next week because
there'll be something to talk about.
Yeah, the week after will be the main card. It will be the Usman Burns card. That's on the 12th July. So, but there's actually a gap that week. So, but let me get this up now. Hold on. There you go, fight night. Your Poirier hooker. So yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, for me, this is a 2-fight card. So I won't necessarily dive into the prelims unless Ola has a prelim fight.
No. Let's do the main card because we've been going an hour. So cool. let's just kill out the main card real quick.
All I wants to eat.
Let's do it then. Woodson versus Arosa. Ola.
For me, I'll have to go with Woodson there. Second round win.
The undefeated Woodson. Okay. The sniper. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, when how can I go against him? He's undefeated and he's called the sniper. That only works when you stay undefeated, though, son. But I'll go Woodson as well. Will?
It's full house.
Full house. All right, so we're all back in that. Okay.
Yeah.
Going the right way, yeah. Linz versus Bossa. I must confess, I've never heard of any of these two.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Philip Lins, definitely Philip Lins for
He's a
me.
jiu-jitsu guy, Linz.
Yeah, good wrestler,
Yeah.
grappler.
I think maybe I have heard of him. It rang a bell. And then
So
Bossa,
yeah, I'm going with Lins.
yeah.
Yeah, where you going?
Chig's
I'll go.
trying to get all.
I
Go
ain't
on.
gonna lie, yeah, I don't know nothing about these lot. And he only got stats for one of these guys. So I'll go with that guy. Linz. I'll go with Linz as well.
Flipping
Give me
heck, this is
Linz.
gonna because we're playing tactical. I'm going with Lens too.
Okay. We'll
But
go
don't
with
worry,
that.
don't worry. We'll switch up in some of them.
I know
we'll
it's
switch up.
frustrating you agreeing with us. I
Yeah.
know that already. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It
I
is
know that
very.
already.
Yeah, you can tell.
I think the main and co-main will split us anyway. So let's go. I definitely. I'm almost half expecting to be betting Ola in that co-main. All right.
Ooh.
Brendan Allen versus Kyle Duakus. The undefeated Kyle Duakus. The taller Kyle Duakus.
Right. So
Longer reach.
these two guys, they're from the Contender Series.
Okay.
And between both of them, 26 fights, 23 of them by the way of knockouts. Their fights don't generally get into the second round.
Oh right, the bangers.
And then they stand and bang these two, stand and bang. So Archie will be is going to be loving this one. So Brendan Allen, Dakar.
Good takedown defense. So yeah, it must be a banger. Mm.
So where you going? Where you going?
I'll go. I always lean to the undefeated guy in boxing, or well, actually no, not in boxing because you get some trash undefeated in boxing. But in UFC generally, I tend to go lean to the undefeated guy. So yeah, I've never heard of
So
Duakus.
you
I've
go with
heard of
Dakar?
Brandon Allen. I know Brandon Allen is decent. I didn't know he was a banger though, to be fair. So maybe I haven't heard of him. But
So you're
again,
going with Dakar?
yeah. But when you got
Dakar.
to name all in, I guess you must be a banger. You
Where
must.
you going with Walla?
What
Where you
about-
going with Walla?
No, where you going, blood?
Nah, you were meant to be
I need
first
to know where
anyway.
you're
'Cause
going, blood.
Yeah, you're meant to be
I've went
first, but
first
you're being
twice. I've
tactical.
went first twice.
Alan.
Oh, you got Allen, okay.
Yeah. I'm a go Alan as well.
All right, I love it when I'm splitting these guys. Means I've got a decent chance of winning. Right. Okay. Next fight, Volante versus Green.
Woo!
I'll tell you off the bat, Volante will probably win this, but I'm still going with my boy Green. I'm going with Green.
Okay. Will, you go first.
I'm going green on this one.
Okay. I think Ola will go Volante.
Both coming off losses, both coming off 2 losses. My boy Olenik strangled up Maurice Green the last time they met. Valente and also Olexakos, one of those names. Sorry if I killed it, but yeah, I think, but Valente is a smaller guy compared to Maurice Green, man. I've seen Maurice Green. I saw him in the in the UFC, the Ultimate Fighter, and
Well, it's 7, isn't it?
this guy's a chain smoker, by the way. He gasses fast. Like he
Oh,
smokes
no,
20
is
cigarettes.
it?
Like, yeah.
Oh, hold on. I didn't know that little detail.
he's a chain smoker, you know what I mean? But people
I'll
try to
still
talk
go.
to him about his smoking. But there's no real style to Maurice Green. He's just gonna come in
He's
there,
just
brawl,
just
throw
press the
hands.
guy, doesn't he?
I'm gonna come down there and fuck you up. So
Yeah.
um
8-5 ain't the greatest record.
I'm gonna go with Green as well.
8-5 ain't the greatest record. I will say that.
Where are you going, Will?
I've already
You going with
said.
green?
You always
Or
say
did you
green.
go with green?
All
All right,
green.
okay.
Yeah.
It's only because I'm writing it down. I have to, you know what I mean? Because you're saying,
No.
I go write it down.
All right.
All
So
right.
this, like I say, it's a 2-fight card, really. This is where I think we'll be split. And that is Mr. Mike Perry versus Mickey Gall. I'm going
Oh, hold
last.
on.
I'm going last here.
How did we miss Louis Pena and Kamaworthy? Anyways, never mind.
Oh,
Matt Perry, Mickey Gall.
Yeah, hang on. Did you missed it or you get it out?
We'll go with what's on the screen. We'll go with what's on the screen. Go on.
All right.
no, hold on. If I have missed it, let me come back out. Oh, you
Yeah,
know what? It was the very first one.
Oh yeah, Pena.
It was the very first one. Sorry.
That's my guy, you know. Like that's the real G right there. You get me? But anyways, I won't say too much.
Is this Dominus M&A again?
No. It's just a guy that I fuck with from Ultimate Fighter days, man. You know what I mean?
What,
His
who?
days in the
Pena
Ultimate Fighter.
or Worthy?
No, Louis Pena.
Pena. You don't know Pena.
Violent
Pena's
Bob
been
Ross.
around for a bit. Yeah.
He's been around for a minute still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have done.
Cool guy, quiet guy.
So it's going to really annoy you when I go with Worthy, isn't it?
No, not really.
Go with Worthy. Straight. Go with Worthy.
Okay, Chig. Worthy. What about
Who you going
William?
with, Bola? Why you always
Bob
want
Ross?
I'm going with Pena.
Okay.
Violent Bob Ross. Oh, I like
That's it. Violent Bob Ross.
All right.
What about are we missing Aspen Ladd and Sarah McMahon?
I did not see that at all. I'm pretty sure that's not on this card.
So no, okay. It was scheduled.
No, she's on the main. She's on the main card for Usman. I know that because I keep an eye on Aspen Ladd, so I'm fairly certain she's not.
She was scheduled for this. She was scheduled for this card still, so she must have been moved. Yeah, because Ian Einish was also scheduled for this card as well.
She wasn't on the prelims, and she's not on the main card.
Yeah, she must have been moved. Because Ian Einish was also scheduled. Remember, I was saying to you that it was a quick turnaround for Ian Einish?
Yeah.
And it was scheduled for this card, so obviously he's been moved as well.
Yeah, it must be. It must be. All right, then. Let's go on. I'm going last with this one. You guys have your debates.
All are golden.
Terry versus Gal. This genuinely is a 50-50 fight. It really depends on certain factors. For me.
All right, break it down. I'm really interested to see your point of view on this.
Okay, so for me, what sort of Mike Perry are we going to get? Now, you know, I'm not a big fan of Mike Perry. I think it's nonsense. This guy definitely doesn't have the N-word pass around me. I don't know none of that stuff. The idea that his girl is going to be the only one cornering him, there's so many issues here. But he is the much more experienced man over Gold. Gold stand up, whilst it's getting better, is it as good as Perry's? No. On the flip side, maybe his jiu-jitsu is better than Mike Perry, and maybe that's where the equalizer lands. But as we always say in this game, all fights start standing up. And that's where I'm going to leave it for now, until I hear you guys' opinion. Hold on, just so you know, I'm betting you in this. It's happening.
Oh.
It is happening. We're having a score.
That makes it very interesting. And so did you say you're going with Mike Perry?
No. Who are you going with?
Oh. I'm a ride with Mickey Gall.
You're so predictable, Ola.
Damn it! I thought you were going Perry.
No, I'm a ride with Mickey. I'm a see. Both of you just chose 1-1 either side. So I ain't that
Well, Mickey
predictable.
Gall's my pick. So how are we going to bet then?
Well, I didn't know who you was gonna pick. You asked me to pick first, so that
I was certain you'd pick Perry. I was certain.
No.
You like picking experience generally over.
Yeah, well, yeah, generally, but I mean,
No. He likes to pick
I,
someone who
I,
can ragdoll you on the floor too.
I like
He
Mickey
does like a
Gall's
wrestler.
skill set. His skills. I'm looking the skill set right now, man, because obviously
And
one thing.
also, I'll tell you one of the main reason why he picked Mickey Gall. Yeah, one of Ola's favorite actors of all time is Michael Jai White. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it there. Ola,
I just want to see someone whoop his ass, man.
Just want to see him get his ass whooped.
Ola, land the play now.
I just want to see someone. I want to see someone deal with him. And look, there's a few things that's going against. Look, I'm going to set the Michael Jai White thing aside here. That's neither here nor there. Even though in the back of my mind, it is there, but it's not here. Even in the back of my mind, it's there, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but look, Mike Perry, have you seen him here in meets? With that girl holding that thing right at the top.
Yes, he looks pathetic.
Right? I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? If this is your training session, going in with a man like Mickey Gall, you know what I mean? But look, Mike Perry is just showing us what he wants us to see. I don't know if he's got some other brethren. Whoever's holding the phone must be the real guy. You must you know what I mean?
You're a smart guy. Ola, you're a smart guy. You're a real smart guy. Whoever's holding the camera
I think that's the real. I think that's the proper. I think that's the proper thing. You know what I mean? I think my Perry is trying to fool the world. It's not fooling me. But anyways, but I still think Mickey Gall's skill set is one of those that I've not seen Mike Perry deal with very well. With Vicente Luque, took him down there, done him out. Jeff Neal, the same thing. He's coming off the back of 2 losses. You know what I mean? So I think Mickey Gall gets the job done, especially if I don't know how, because corner men are supposed to get licensed. I don't know how his girlfriend is gonna get licensed in the time.
She already has. She
already got the license? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then if that's the only corner individual, I won't say man or woman, because you know what I mean, I'll say the corner individual that is having.
Yeah.
Then good luck to Mike Perry. I think he's gonna need it against Mickey Gall, because Mickey Gall, he ain't coming to play. And
I don't think he's gonna turn up with Jesse's girlfriend to corner him. I think he's gonna turn up with a whole...
I don't see it.
I think he's just trolling. Because remember,
I don't see
he had
exactly.
cuts on his face and that. Yeah,
bro.
And then when they said
this is what I'm trying to say.
Video.
Like, man. Like, have you seen? I saw his latest interview where he was talking to
Ariel,
talking about how he was gonna do time for Till. For Darren Till, because Darren Till's been on his
I don't even rate Till that highly.
Yeah, but his trolling game is fucking right up there, man. He's trolling, bro. His trolling game is on next level right now, man. I'm beginning to want to Till, man. You know what I mean? I don't want him to face Ngannou no more. I started to like this Till, you know. So for me, I just think the skill set can get the job done over what Mike Perry does. But Mike Perry has that equalizer. It could knock him out, especially in clinch work. If he clinches him, if Mike Perry clinches him, it could be over. You know, he's got that big elbow. He always knocks people out with that. He got a big uppercut. If he catches you in a clinch, he can deliver that.
Has been knocked out before.
You know what I mean? He has been knocked out. Yeah, he has. You know, his jaw is not all that, but I think he knows what he's letting himself in for. And I think he's going straight to the ground. I mean, the fight's going to end up on the ground as far as Mickey Gall's intention. But look, Mike Perry says he's got enough experience on the ground as well, and he can handle it if Mickey Gall wants to go there. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go with Mickey Gall. So if you're going with Mickey Gall as well, then I'll put your name down on there. Unless you want to switch stance now. Did you want to switch?
No. I can't back Perry for that.
What about you, Will?
the right guys, I still would favor
Mike motherfucking Platinum Perry.
Oh, there's the bet. There's the bet.
Marco Jawa would be very ashamed of your Ghanaian Clark, brethren. Marco Jawa would be ashamed of you. I'm just saying, blood. Hopefully he finds this video somewhere.
Where Black Lives, I thought Black Lives Matter, brother.
Marco Jawa would be ashamed of you.
He's gone in.
He is Ghanaian, of course.
Yeah, he's gone in.
Oh, what? Is he Ghanaian?
He's a chief.
Yeah.
He's a chief.
Oh, wow. I never
in
knew
Ghana,
that.
blood. He's a chief as well, man. He got coronated, man.
Never guessed he's Ghanaian.
Yeah, well, he traces roots to Ghana, he said so. But I'm going with Perry because all of you guys are shitting on Perry and
no, man, I'm not shitting on Perry.
The equalizer.
I just told you he's got the equalizer. He can knock a man out in the clinch work. I'm lying.
Yeah,
so I did give our skill set as well.
Think he could
the
knock
experience
out.
Factor is a factor. You know, I think Gala's had what? How many fights has he had? It can't be that many. He's
had 4, 5, 8. All right, is it 8?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
8, but
yeah,
1-6,
1-6 lost 2. 1-6 lost 2.
Whereas Perry's had 19 fights. So that's a real big experience factor there, to be honest.
Yeah, there's that.
Perry's lost the big guys. You get me? Perry's lost the guys who are about it.
Yeah, I must admit that's the only thing that makes me unsure. This is why I told you. I think it's a closer fight than people make out. I think that for me, like my man just said, I feel like if you are aggressive with Perry, if you almost out aggressive him, you win the fight. And for some reason,
and that's what Cowboy has to do.
You know the language I don't like from Mickey Gall? Oh, I'm a low-key Mike Perry fan. No! You're about to fight this dude. Don't be a low-key. Or at least don't flip and admit it.
No.
A low-key Mike Perry fan.
No, because a year ago, he was talking shit, and Mike Perry's got the videos. Yeah? So he don't want the memes to come out, because if it goes bad for you, you know the memes are going to come out about what you said. So now he's trying to pick you up with the, I like this guy, really. It's not like beef like you people are thinking. Come on, man.
Like Adam said in the chat, big up Adam. He said, Will, you made that prediction with your chest, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully you're wrong on this one. You know what I mean? Actually,
you're just hoping I'm wrong because of Michael Jai White. That's why.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean. Some octagon justice would be nice. So nobody else is gonna beat up Mike Perry. Who else is gonna be? That guy fights for a living, man. You know what I mean? Shit. Who's gonna do anything to him? That's what Woodley said. Woodley said, "Who's gonna do something to him?" You know what I mean? Nah, man. Till ain't doing nothing. Till's moved on, man. You know, I want Till and Romero Ngannou. I like Till now. I like Till nowadays. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that for Till.
You don't want him to suffer. You don't want him to suffer. All right, cool. God. And then finally,
the main event.
By the way, Aspen Ladd has a knee injury. That's why I should have pulled out.
Oh, right. I thought it was scheduled.
Literally just what I've been looking for just now.
Right. I thought it was scheduled. Okay.
So I'm going
Poirier versus Hooker. Now, I feel like, and Olo will correct me if I'm wrong, that you're going to go with Hooker.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yes, you are. Yeah.
I just...
You just do your picks and I'll go last, innit? You know what I mean?
He's going Hooker. I'm telling you now. He's going Hooker.
Very simply, I'm going to go with Poirier. He's got bigger fight experience, and I was a little bit worried from what I saw from Hooker against Felder. I thought Felder
and Barbosa.
And Barbosa. And I feel like, to me, my only worry with Poirier is a little bit of a headhunter, i.e., he mainly just focuses on attacking the head. and doesn't mix it up enough. I think with Felder, you may need to do that. Sorry, with Hooker, you may need to do that. Having said that, I do think Hooker's style completely and utterly suits Poirier. And I feel like Poirier, if he loses this fight, he's basically the gatekeeper for that division. And I think he won't want to be that. He's still young enough. I think he's still 30. So he's still young enough to still come back and maybe have another shot at the title, maybe when Khabib is finished. So I think from his perspective, this is a young up-and-comer that they're pushing hard at the moment. But I feel like, unfortunately, Hooker stands up. And I think when you stand up against Poirier, I think you are risking something. The only one stand-up person I've seen beat Poirier, funny enough, is Conor. So I feel like this will go very much the Max Holloway type of fight. I think he'll approach it in the exact same way. Just swarming him, but with a lot of intelligence. And I think he'll be the bigger guy in there. I think the inside game will be key. From Hooker's perspective, he needs to just try and almost hit and not be hit, almost fight him in an Israel type of style, but I don't think he'll be able to manage it. And I think it'll be a points victory for Poirier. That was comprehensive. Look at that. Look at that.
Very nice, very nice. What about you?
You should go, Ola, because you two are the ones who are actually going to bet on this. So you should. And this is the nice chance for you to go. You know I'm going to be controversial.
I have never heard Ola big up Poirier in my life, ever.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a perfect setting for him to come in.
He would go with Hooker.
You know,
I've never ever heard you pick him for anything or boost him in anything. So when I saw this fight, I thought, yes, this is one me and Ola can bet on, because you'll go.
Right. Well, I mean, you guys think you know me, and you think I'm going to go for Hooker. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I am going for Hooker.
You fucking
City
go.
Kickboxing Gym, Eugene Beerman, is teammates with my boy Easy. You get me? Hooker's coming up for win.
Do I know this brother? I knew it straight away. I've never heard him say anything remotely cool about Poirier. I just assume you just don't like Poirier.
No, I don't. Look, I like Poirier, even though I picked Holloway to kick his ass. Holloway fucking pissed me off that night, bro. I was seething, bro. You know how seething I was? I felt like when Cowboy lost to Conor. That's how fucking I was so pissed off. Like that got to me. It took me a couple of weeks to get that out of my system, man. That's how that. But you know what? I don't. Look. Poirier is a decent fighter. He's a wicked fighter like that. He's Golden Gloves winner. His boxing credentials is right up there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we have a up and comer that's coming in that division that wants to make a name for himself. He's hungry. He's going right to the top, and he's looking at the guy the guy that's holding, and he thinks this fight could get him to a title fight after the dance is done between Justin and Khabib. So for me, I think, I think Poirier has the experience to really get it done, but at the same time, I just feel Hooker is so hungry. He's coming with momentum. He's on fire right now. Yeah, he was lucky against Felder. I thought he got the home advantage. I've said it so many times on the show with the Felder fight. But at the same time, having that W next to your last fight, you're only as good as your last fight. And he won the last fight. So I'm going to go with Hooker. I think...
he didn't win the last fight. The judges gave him the last fight. Come on,
didn't you just hear? That's what I just said. That's exactly what. Didn't you just hear me say that? I just said that. I don't think he won the last fight. I said that so many times on the show. I thought he got the home advantage. That's what I just said. Because it was in New Zealand. That's why. That's why I thought.
You ended it.
Yeah, but he still won the fight.
As good as your last fight.
But he still won the fight. He still won the fight. I said having that W next to your name is a confidence boost. It's still a confidence boost. Whereas Dustin Poirier, lost his last fight to Khabib, even though I thought is giving.
At one point, almost had Khabib in a guillotine.
I was gonna say, you know, he gave Khabib probably one of the
Your
biggest
boy,
problems
yeah,
we've seen
I know you were
in a little
sweating
while.
when that happened. You were
Yeah,
sweating.
that was never in doubt, man. Khabib was always gonna get out of that, man. Khabib was always gonna get out of that, man. You know what I
I
mean?
like
So
Khabib, but when I saw that, I thought, Ola must be sweating right now.
bro, I was
And
shitting still. I ain't gonna lie, man. And you know Joe Rogan is a cunt. He fucking hypes up that fucking thing so mad. I thought, holy smokes, what's going on here? But for me, I just think Hooker will get it done. Third round TKO.
Okay, TKO as well.
Yeah,
third round as well.
On my
third
boy
round
Poirier
TKO.
here, man.
No, I ain't sleeping on him. I know what he's capable of. He done that to Max Bless Holloway, man. And you know what I mean? So I ain't sleeping on him. I know what he's capable of.
All right, I don't do your mad bet level of bets. So we're doing £20 betting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
See? Okay. See how that's set up? See, that's why it was good for you to go second, isn't it? See, you set your bet up, and now that's good. Well,
I am curious about you actually on this one, Will. I don't know if you rate Poirier either. I'm not sure.
Well, listen to this then.
No.
I really, really, really like Dan Hooker, right? I really, really like him. I like the way he's long and everything. But, yeah, there is just something about Dustin. Dustin's got that dog in him. Dustin's won me a lot of money when it comes to Ola. You know what I mean?
Hangman's won me some money when it comes to you as well. Don't lie, blood. Don't lie. Hangman's won me some money with you, man. You know that.
Once.
Everybody's won me some money with you, blood. You know what I mean? I know you're saying once. And you know man's been riding with Hangman for a long time.
Yeah,
you know man's been
I know.
Man's been fucking with Hangman for a minute, man.
That's why. Yeah, but that's why I knew where you were gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, we're Dustin. Where's Chig?
No, keep going. He'll be back.
Still here. Yeah. Hangman is because you wanted to hear what I had to say about Dustin. That's why.
Well, don't worry. Keep going. I want to hear what you want to say.
All right. Hangman he's like I don't know. I like him. He's good and everything, but Dustin's just got a bit of a dog in him, man. Dustin's just got a bit of a dog in him. It's weird. And Eddie Alvarez said it the best. Dustin, there's just something weird about Dustin. You could put him. The only person who's actually put him through shit is Conor. To be honest with you, on a stand-up thing. I'm not talking about because I know what you're thinking. You're already thinking about Khabib and everything else. Nah, I'm thinking on the stand-up. The only person that's really put him in trouble.
Which is why I said that. That's why I said Conor
is Conor.
Was on a tear.
That's the only person that's put him into trouble. The rest, let's not be. He rocked Khabib a few times.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know about rocking Khabib. Khabib be playing that rope a dope trick with you lot, man. You lot be falling for it, man. Come on, man. Get the hell out of here.
Oh God.
He played that rope a dope. He played that rope a dope trick to you, man.
A little bit. He wouldn't even give you a little bit. Yeah.
So,
to just say, you know what? Yeah, rock my guy, but my guy's human. You get me? But he wants to pick out
Khabib is only lost one round in his entire career, blood. And you're going to tell me to concede that stupid talking
to proper
there.
12. Is that why you
know what I mean?
So what? Is that why you drink
he's considered. He's lost one round, and that was a gift. That was a gift. You know what I mean? It was a gift, blood.
Is that why you
appreciate it
as well?
So you can't talk about he rocked him. Where did he rock him? Where? What round? Because Poirier didn't win no round.
Ola, the caliber of people that Poirier is beaten. This is the same guy that's beaten Gaethje.
Bro, I'm not, and this is why idiots like Gaethje. I like Gaethje, don't get me wrong. But idiots like Gaethje and Eddie Alvarez, they're both world champions. Hold on. They're both world champions. They're both world champions are saying that he's gonna knock out Hooker. You know why? Because they lost to him. That's why. Them man they hate it. They lost to him. They don't want to be the only one that lost to Poirier. And that's why they say That's why they say
Forgot the bet.
Poirier is going to beat him. So look, at the end of the day, the only thing that really got me shook about this whole fight, and I believe in people breaking curses, because that's what my guy Justin did. Even though he can be a bit of an idiot sometimes, he lost me money to fucking Alvarez. But anyway, that's besides the point. There's one stat that I heard today, and that shit the life out of me. Everybody that beats Felder has gone on to lose their next fight. So if you fight Felder and you
is
win,
that the curse of the division, is it?
this is what I'm hearing, and it got verified. It actually got verified today, and I thought, rah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but you know, now Hooker's aware of this stat, and it wants to break that curse. It wants to break that curse. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Michael Johnson beat Ferguson. What does that mean?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he has a tendency of beating these guys, doesn't he?
He's a bit of a giant killer, Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
So you know, let's be honest here, man. I think for me, Poirier, the caliber of people he's beaten is undeniable. He got to the pinnacle, which is the interim. That's as high as you can get in that division. As long as my guy is there, I still think when Hooker gets there, he'll find the same answer. When Justin gets there, he'll find the same answer. I think all these guys are going to get the same answers when they get to the main guy. But he's reached the pinnacle, which is the interim belt. So to the work you have to do, because that division is so stacked, that division is full of killers. Everybody is a murderer in that fucking division there. So it's not no division to take lightly, right? So he's got to the pinnacle. And he's had to put a lot of people away to get there. Salute to Poirier, but I think there's more hungry lions coming behind him now, and they're coming for that spot. They want to get to that pinnacle as well and get a taste of Sambo wrestling. And hopefully Hooker can make his way all the way up there and get a taste of that Sambo ass whipping.
Even though I haven't made my prediction yet,
I haven't actually. Yeah.
I already made it for you.
All I hijacked my decision making, but still, let me get back to this though. Yeah. So you said, that everyone who's fought Felder,
I didn't say. I said there was a stat that came out. I didn't say.
Yeah. So basically, and you think that if what's his name, Hangman knows about that, that would make him actually fight a little bit more precautious in that. So what happens when he gets rocked? How do you think his mind will think then when he gets rocked? Do you think you start going, oh, here we go?
So go with Poirier and put your £20 on it, blood. Well, I don't know what's holding you back, man. Chig ain't holding you back. Chig ain't telling you to stop.
Chig never did. I was already going with Poirier. I already said.
Yeah, I told you. I made your decision for you before you even said that. I already wrote it down. Look, can you see that?
Misses. No. But
yeah, I already wrote it down before you even chose. I know where you're going.
Yeah, my missus told you I was going. Because she already told you yesterday. Remember?
No. I don't remember a goddamn thing, blood.
I remember when she said Poirier or Hangman. So we're going Poirier, the first guy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't remember that. And that's not why I wrote that. So you're going with Poirier then.
Poirier.
And you're putting £20 on it too.
You and Chig.
Anyways. So
I want my 100 back first. I told you.
So
I want to smell it.
But yeah, I think Poirier, and I'm going to say round 4 KO. Your boy's going down.
Round 4 KO.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
That'll be his ninth. Right. By the way, you talked about
I'm going more round 2.
You talked about.
You what?
You talked
about round 2.
You talked about young lions. You know Hooker's only a year younger than Poirier, right? No, right?
Yeah, I said he's a hungry lion coming up for the ranks. Because he's only just coming up for the
lions.
All right, young lion, young hungry. He's coming up behind him. You know what I mean? And I'm aware of the risks, but at the end of the day, he's ranked number 5. So he's got to be fighting people ahead of him, right? Tony Ferguson is not in the works right now. Justin is fighting Khabib. Conor ain't nowhere to be found. Who else is he going to fight?
Your boy Hooker
You know?
will find there's levels to this thing.
All right. Okay,
All right,
we'll
come on.
see.
You got this.
We'll see. We'll see on fight night.
You got this.
So, performance of the night. Let's go to the performance and fight of the night. We've done the whole card.
I think that would be.
You can join us in the chat room. So you are going Hooker.
But that's because I think it'll go deep, and I think they'll be both swinging up until then.
Hooker Poirier, fight of the night. Performance of the night.
Performance of the night. I'm going to go Mickey Gall. I think that'll be the making of Mickey Gall beating a big name like Mike Perry.
What about you, Will? This is to go 6 points on the board.
Performance of the night, I'll give to Poirier. Fight of the night, I'm going with what's the co-main event?
Yeah, Mike Perry.
Yeah.
So fight of the night goes to Mike Perry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
And then performance
What's
of the night.
What's the chat room saying? What's the chat room saying? My fight. Yeah, my fight of the night is going to Allen and Dakau. I'm gonna go with Allen and Dakau for fight of the night. And performance of the night, I'm gonna go with Violent Bob Ross. So POTN Bob Ross.
I was thinking about that as a fight of the night, or performance of the night for him.
Yeah, it did occur to me that that could be fight of the night for me. But I
want or go with Pena as a performance of the night, but I thought, you know what, fuck it. Let's go with the big boys.
So, how do you spell that name there? Waga Zero, Yoga Zero. What? Yeah, if I kill it, sorry, brother. You know what I mean? PLTL Woodson.
Yoga.
Okay,
Yoga
that's a good call for Woodson there.
All right. So are we good?
Okay.
Covered everything?
Yeah, I think we've covered everything from top to bottom.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully, done an hour and a half in the book, so that should be good. So I hope you guys are well. Please do stick a like on this video before you get up out of it. It helps the show grow. It helps the show develop when you guys do that. We'll be back next week. Find out who won the bet. Me, Ola, Will. But technically,
I always lose bets around here, man. So it shouldn't be a surprise to you.
What? What did you say? What'd you say?
Shut up, man.
So anyway, we're gonna head up out of here. But please do stick a like on this video. I'll be back next week to talk about the results of the fight and any MMA or boxing news. And until next week, take care. Enjoy your Friday evening and your weekend.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir. One.